too high. Come and talk to me. I really wanna be. Can I talk to you? I really wanna. I put it all on her. I get it right back. She put it all on me. I couldn't fight that.
What's up, family? It's your big sis T Renee, and I am back today with another story. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Hey, I'm hoping that one day you find something on this platform that resonates with you and make you want to come back and subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber or a returning viewer, thank you so much for tuning back in with me. I'm hoping that you enjoyed today's video. And to my new subscribers, welcome. I also hope that you enjoyed today's video and come back and just stay subscribed. Y'all are here for a story time, and that's exactly what I want to give you. But before we get to that, make sure you go ahead, drop down below in that comment section, leave a hey girl, hey, what's up big sis? Y'all, it is all greatly appreciated. I will never get enough of saying that I appreciate y'all engaging with my channel, because it just helps me continue to grow. It helps with the algorithm. It helps YouTube want to push my videos out there, y'all. So thank you so much for that. And hey, like I said, the comments, they've been respectful. I appreciate that. Please, let's keep them that way. This is a free space for you to talk about what you want, but always keep it respectful. As you have already seen today's title, you have some idea of what this story time is going to be about. So let's get to that. A lot of these story times that I'm telling y'all happened at this company that I worked for a long time, for some years. So a lot went on. I experienced a lot at these companies. I've seen so much crazy stuff. Y'all don't even know the half. But anyway, so today is going to be a new character introduced to the series. We're going to just call her, what I call that lady? We're going to call her Iveta. I know Iveta is an old name. I guess I'm telling my age, right? But anyway, so yeah, we're going to call her Iveta because she reminds me so much of this person. That name really is Iveta, which I'm not talking about her in this story because that girl, Iveta, is from like my, I'm going to say probably junior high or something like that. I'm not talking about her. I'm not going to talk about that ugly bitch. But anyway, so yeah, we're going to call the person in this story time, this story, Iveta. Okay, Iveta at this time was one of my managers. Like I said, I've been at this company for a long time, so I've had several managers at some point. Whether I grew in the company to a better position or I just wanted to move around to learn different areas. So yeah, or they would sometimes replace the managers. They'll switch the managers around for whatever reason. That's just something the company did out there. Shit, they even did the leads and other employees like that. But anyway, it don't even matter. Okay, so my manager was out there at the time. I was coming into the area. I had switched shifts at this time, so I was going in on the night shift just to work the night shifts, and yes, we're not gonna get into the politics of how I ended up going over there, but I wanted to be in that area because I knew how, even though I knew the area will work a whole lot, they used to work, because I used to work in that area on the day shift at some point. So I knew that area was a very busy area. I didn't really care that it was busy. I knew that I was going to make a lot of money in the area. So I was like, okay, yeah, I want to go over here because I'm trying to get some coins up for something, whatever. So yeah, I chose to go over there. And because I'm like, yeah, so I wanted to be switched. So I wanted to work over there on this shift. And so I get over there, whatever. Because originally I was supposed to be working for this man. Well, actually it was a man that was my manager at first. He was only there for a short period of time because he was leaving. Well, he was still in the company, but he was leaving to go work in something totally different, whole different type of department. That wasn't even, it was in a whole different building and shit. It was a lot. It was something totally different, but it was still within this big corporation. But anyway, so yeah. I meet Iveta. She's really friendly. I mean, I don't know if this is y'all, but a lot of people I know complain about having black females as their manager. And I've seen situations. I've had situations where they get their little piece of the pie, their little power, and they'll breathe the hell out of it. Like, they become somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But Iveta was one of those ones. She was herself. Up until a certain point, I'm going to say that she was still her genuine self. We was probably around the same age or whatever. And so a lot of times I don't really bond quick with women my age. They're either younger or they're older. I don't have very many girlfriends that are like my age. But me and I better get along pretty well. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though she's my manager and only here to get my money, you still want to be able to get along with somebody that you have to deal with. Like I said, she wasn't my direct manager at this time, but I was going to have to work with her and her work group. Like, we was that close-knit at this place. So it would be times where we work under this one department manager, but we all at some point have to work together because we're working at the same office with her work group. Like, we're so close together. My manager, her manager, and all. Yeah, we all working together. So I was going to be talking to her a lot of times. I may have to help over there on her side. So it was in situations like that. So we was going to always be around each other. Oh, and it was a third manager too, which I'm not going to give my old manager and the other manager a name at this point. I may or may not. Yeah, it don't matter. Yeah. So fast forward, I end up getting close to Iveta. Oh, let me go back, y'all. I'm moving a little bit too fast. Okay, so Iveta real cool. You know, her and this other manager. I'm gonna have to get her name because she's really close with Iveta at this time. We're gonna call her. I don't know why I didn't think to get these people names. Like, I wouldn't even think about the other managers. We're gonna call her Ursula. I hope I can remember Ursula. I know I'm telling my age, y'all, and giving these people these old ass names, but shit, they're older too, so it just fits. But anyway, so yeah, we're gonna call her Ursula. Ursula and Iveta were like really close in my opinion. I don't know if they became, well, they had been at the company for a long time too, for years, longer than me. And so, well, Ursula most definitely have been there long. Yeah, both of them have been there longer than me. So, Ursula and Iveta became cool, I guess, over time. At this company, people move around so much that you're prone to work with somebody at some point. And if you don't, you're going to see them around, especially in the leadership position that I was in. So, and I'm sure at some point they were in that position. You know, you run into people, you working with people from other departments because, you know, we all having to get together to put out items and things. You end up working with these people at some point. So I'm sure in that point, in some period in the years they were there, they became cool. So anyway, yeah, they were really close. They ended up working in the same area, had the same department manager and all that, whatever. So, you know, they would be around each other. If you saw one, you saw the other. So my first day, they out there, they talking to me, you know, seeing what was going on. Like, why did I come on nights and, you know, and just seeing like what all of our comfortable with doing. Just talking to me about the work and whatever, what I want to do really. So yeah, we end up talking about something else. We need to talk about work no more. So we get really cool. So fast forward, I'm probably there for like a month or so. And me and Iveta got pretty cool. And she was asking me about this one job opportunity. I was still going to be in my position. I was still going to have my job title in a sense at this point, but I was going to be doing something totally different than what I was supposed to be doing down there with those other people. They had a situation where people was messing up some stuff in another department, and she had some people up there, but it was so much that needed to be cleared out the system that they wanted to hire some other people to help in that position, to help clear out that stuff in the system. So she ended up asking me, and we're going to get this other girl a name too. This is my homegirl for a little minute too. We still cool to this day. So we're going to call her Lynn. And the reason I'm giving her the name Lynn, y'all, this girl, I call her Scatterbrain because she was just like the girl Lynn from Girlfriends, always changing her mind about the type of career she wanted to have. She said that she had all this different educational certificates, a degree or whatever. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, like I said, that's my girl. She cool. She young as hell. And like I told y'all, the young folks love me. But I honestly feel like she's lying. Like, I feel like she's a big ass. Like, worse than Bird. The girl was a big liar, y'all. So I don't know if she thought I was stupid, but baby, I'm an easy read of people. I'm not going to say because I have some background in psychology, it has anything to do with it, but I just always been an easy reader people. And I just know, I can just sense or see when somebody is lying. That's besides the point. The point was, I don't think that girl had all the education like she said. And she just couldn't, she always would want to quit this job, y'all. Like, she would always want to quit. And it got to a point where I was like, go ahead and quit, because you really get on my nerves. But I had a lot of love for her, but she would get on my nerves. Like, oh my gosh, shut the fuck up. That's how I felt. But anyway, so yeah, me and her got really, really cool, whatever. And she's asking me and me and Lynn about doing this particular job, and we would possibly have to go work in another building that was still a part of the apartment, but it was like another building, and we wouldn't be down there with them unless, and then we would have to come back and help them at some point. I'm thinking to myself, like, well, I gotta go do somebody else's job because they don't want to do their job type shit. We gonna get to that. I'm moving too fast. So yeah, we like, I don't know. And I guess she took that as that we would be the perfect candidates because we would volunteer and come in and help on the morning of our off day, because it would be so much that needed to get done in our area. It would be so, because the market was so big, like, we were one of the two that always volunteered to come in. And I guess she started like, oh, they'll do it because they don't mind the work. Baby, I'm not here to try to do the most. I spent years out here breaking my back doing the most. I'm here to make some money for real, but I'm not trying to overwork myself. I'm not going to do that. So that started becoming a problem. But so anyway, we end up, so fast forward, so anyway, moving on, we end up accepting the job, whatever, and we go to another area, and, okay, see, before I got over there, Lynn had developed some type of bond, I don't know, she got cool with some of the girls that was on us, that was in the area already. You know, of course I meet some of them, but she was cool with them. And so when she went down there with me and this other girl, which I'm not gonna give them a name, I'm not gonna give these other girls a name, because it was like 3 or 4 other girls that we all went down here. They was feeling some type of way. They was like, she was acting funny and this and the third. And then it wasn't even just the girls, the other chicks or whoever. I better start saying some stuff too. Like, she basically was in between me and she was basically, it was basically like she was playing both sides basically. So it was basically me and Lynn and our little group of people that was working with us, and then it was our better, and it was basically the other chicks on the end down there, y'all. So it's like she would be playing both sides. Like, I think they would get mad because we would want to come down there and help them after we have done all of our work. And I'm just like, what the hell? Like, this shit would be so weird to me. Like, why do I gotta come do your job? Something you ain't did all day. Y'all let all this stuff pile up, but then they're expecting us to come down there. Because it had got to a point where it's like they were looking for us to come down there and do their job. So, of course, my attitude stank. The whole one chick who I don't even really want to give her a name. We're going to just call her the big black chick. She was, we're going to just call her hood rat. And she would be like, y'all need to come down here and smile when y'all see us. And so she's like, why y'all don't be smiling when y'all come down here? I'm like, don't have to. Who the hell is you? Like, I can't stand an old gossipy, nosy, just loudmouth ass. Like, I cannot stand loud females. I don't want to have anything to do with loud ghetto females. Females that like to fight all the time. That has never been me, baby. I don't want that. It's been times I've hung out with people and why they looking at me like this? Just out in the club, baby, I don't want to, what you doing? Baby, I don't want to deal with nobody like that, because you're going to put me in a situation that I don't want to be in. I don't want to be out here fighting people in the street. So yes, from an early standpoint, I couldn't deal with women like that. So anyway, fast forward, just, like I said, the drama, the tension will be so thick with us and them girls. I then started playing both sides real heavily. Like, she'll hear what we saying, then she'll hear what they saying, then she'll be like, well, yeah, I would do this and that too. You know, just being fake as hell. But it had got to a point where they started hearing rumors about how she was going around showing people pictures of herself. And this is Iveta. And I instantly knew what they were talking about. because I have yet to mention to y'all that on my first week over there in that work group, this lady was showing me her naked body. Yes, she showed me her naked body, y'all. When I say full front, she showed me everything. But the reason behind her showing me everything, it was because she wanted me to see the work that she had done on her body. She was kind of like, she was about my height, petite or whatever, originally. So she ended up getting her boobs done. She got her butt done and got some like fat removed out of her stomach, whatever. She got the full mommy makeover. And so, you know, usually when they take those photos, they kind of like, when they send the photos to the patient, I guess, they kind of like cover certain parts. She sent us photos. She was showing photos of herself without being covered. So you can see everything. So I don't know what a motive was behind that. And of course, I started hearing rumors about Iveta being bisexual. Y'all, Iveta is married. Has been married for a couple years. But she also was out here sleeping around with people that were cool with her. Like, I think she actually, yeah, okay, yeah, oh yeah. She was out here messing around with some of the women out here. It wasn't, I don't know if it was a lot of the women out here, but I know it was a few of them that she was real cool with. And a couple of these women were people that were in the work group. And yes, she's a manager at this time. But they would do outings. She would do outings with these people. And this was before me and Lynn started working over there. She would do outings with some of these folks. And of course, the group of people, they would be like bisexual, gay, lesbian people. It's nothing wrong with hanging with that family of people. But if you're a married woman, straight, why are you out of town with these folks? Y'all, they planned a trip to, where they go? It was in Tennessee, y'all. If you in Tennessee, then you know one of the most popular spots to go to is to the cabins and that. You can go to the cabins anywhere, but most people went here and y'all know what I'm talking about. They planned a trip there in the fall. I think it was like the fall. It don't even really matter. They planned a trip there. And I heard all kinds of stories about how everybody was sleeping with everybody. Just basically having them a little mini orgy. You a married woman and you out of town with your employees. Which I'm sure she came up with something for her to be able to do this. And then I guess over time things started getting back to her husband. And I'm not sure if it was first the story about them having the orgy out of town, but it was her sleeping with certain women. Like, these folks didn't care. And there was this one girl, she was just irking my nerve over there. Just an ignorant ass. I can't, just ignorant and arrogant. Like, I don't know. It don't matter. She did not care. So she was willing to tell this lady business. Like, she was just telling it like, yeah, I don't know why she acting like she ain't like us type shit. Y'all, just doing the most. Like, I don't like it's one thing to be confident in yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to be living in your truth. And this girl, she also was married too. And her husband knew that she was into women. And I'm like, so y'all have an open marriage? Wow to me. But anyway, yeah, she was slick kind of tell us all of Iveta's business when she would get mad at Iveta. Like, I don't like people like that either. Like, baby, if we friends, we friends. So it takes for us to fall out for you to tell all my business. You a snake. A snake that can't be trusted. So if you're going to do this to somebody that's supposed to be your homegirl, even though she your manager, but she really a homegirl, then why would I want to know? Why would I want to get cool with you? These women was weird as hell. Like I said, I'm not the friendliest person, baby. If I bond with you, then it's because it was a genuine, natural thing off top. And that's how it was with me and these girls. Yes, we had worked together down there, but we also bonded real quickly. Like, we bonded. Me and Lynn bonded fast. Even though I felt like she was a liar and she was scatterbrained and a little weird, we was cool. You know, I looked at her like a little sister. And so the other girls too. So yeah. And it was some of the girls that went on this trip with them, they worked down there with us. They was more of stud type chicks. Y'all know what stud chicks are, you know, the more masculine female in the lesbian community. So yeah, yeah, they was down there with us. I better would get mad at them because they weren't hanging out as much. And so she trials herself trying to move them back down there to go do basically the work that these girls weren't doing on this end. And not just women down here on this work, down here in this work group. I'm just speaking about them because they play a part in this situation with Iveta. But yeah, so basically the people down there will be bullshit all day. So she was trying to move them down there when she get mad at them. And then one of them ended up getting fired. And one of the girls that she done fired was one of the girls she had a crush on. Was one of the girls that she slept with and she was still real cool with. So it's like, wow, so you really in your feelings that much. Again, you are a manager. You shouldn't be involved in none of this. This shouldn't even be a thing. Like, this has become too out of hand. Because you are playing both sides with your employees. Stirring up stuff, just making lies and rumors, and then you get mad at us every other day about something. We're doing our job. The big people will come down there and see us because the stuff that we was dealing with was very, very important packages. Like, the stuff we was dealing with was, the packages we were dealing with were very, very important packages. Like, so they will be seeing what we were doing. They knew who worked here. We had to sign off on some stuff saying that we're employees to be working this stuff. Like saying that we're the employees that's dealing with this stuff. Dealing with this information and packages or whatever. So if it was an issue, they would have complained. And they wasn't. We did our job. Matter of fact, me and Lynn were one of the two that agreed to go and do the paperwork upstairs with those other people, and we cleared that out the system so fast to the point that they got mad because they used to lag around all day long, way over hours, up there eating, drinking, sleeping, just chilling, getting all the hours, and it was getting shortened because it wouldn't be no work or whatever, and so they got mad about that. Baby, I'm not here to take your job. We very well may be y'all replacements, true enough. But baby, I'm not here trying to do that. So don't be weird with me because I would get with you. So don't play in my face. Y'all know how I am. But anyway, so yeah, fast forward. That's besides the point. Okay, so yes, y'all. The girl basically was showing everything. And it wasn't just me. So of course, at the time I was talking to somebody, I talked to them about it. It's like, damn, what's she trying to do? She trying to tell you something? Nah, she ain't trying to do shit over here because I don't want that. It was just funny to him. But I'm like, no. I said, she gonna get herself caught up. And sure enough, y'all, those same very people, those same very girls who butts she was kissing down on the other end, I mean, girls that she was spending a lot of time with, giving her money to. She was, and one of the girls, I guess she was like her little girlfriend on the slick. The big loudmouth one was the one that she was sleeping with still. She started to sleep with at the time. I'm guessing they had like a little secret relationship. She would be telling all the business. She gonna do this and that and the third because, yeah, she owe me type stuff. I'm like, hell nah. She owe me type shit. What they got going on? I said, mine, Lynn, that's her little chick right there. I said, she messing with that girl. And sure enough, these same very women went to the managers and HR and all of them on her about something. I'm guessing she stopped doing stuff for certain things for them, and they all complained on her. Yes, they took her to HR, told all her business, told what she was doing. And so, of course, they started investigating. They started to investigate Iveta. They started trying to ask us certain stuff. We don't know. We don't even be down there with them like that. We don't know what's going on down there. So, of course, they asked her homegirl, Ursula. Ursula ain't finna throw her under the bus like that. That's her friend. See, her and Ursula used to go out of town yes, I forgot. They had her and Ursula during this period of time went out of town. I think they ended up going to Turks and Caicos for no. They ended up going to Miami. They went to Turks and Caicos another time. Yes, they went to Turks and Caicos and then they spent some time in Miami. Iveta claimed that her sister had got kidnapped in Miami, y'all. So that's why they had to stay another day down there. Now, most people know that it is a big ex-trafficking location. Like, this happens down there a lot. But the fact that you will lie about something that serious just to spend another day out of town says a lot about you as a person. Like, girl, what is wrong with you? Why would you wish something like that on your sister? Unless she really ain't have a sister, because I don't really know that. You know what I'm saying? But apparently she do, because even Iveta, I don't know. Anyway, Iveta and Ursula both conspired up this lie. And we feel like it's a lie because we didn't hear anything else about it. We didn't hear where, oh, my sister was found. Baby, I'm not leaving my folks down there like that. Like, girl, what? Yes. So, I feel like if Ursula can do something like that for Iveta, hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all, my battery died. I feel like if Ursula is willing to do something like that for Iveta, she most definitely not gonna throw her girl under the bus with these higher up people. So yes, y'all, it had become such a big issue, and people just started leaving from over there. I was just over all the crap at this point. I had started bidding on other jobs, trying to go somewhere else, and I ended up moving somewhere else. But I started bidding on other jobs just to be moved to a whole different location, a whole different org. Cause the fact I went back to my old position, because yeah, we took on this job with that offered us, and it was supposed to be paying us more pay, and so yeah, we ended up taking that job or whatever. It was a whole different job title. So I ended up bidding on a job to go back to my old job title. I was gonna still keep my money though. So once you went to that level, you were still able to keep it, even though a lot of times it will be certain positions you'll have to take a little pay cut, but I was still able to keep my pay actually. So yeah, because I was, already in one of the higher positions before I took that one. So yeah, even though I got a pay raise, so it worked out fine for me. But anyway, so yeah, I ended up bidding on a job like that, and then my homegirl Lynn was starting to try to bid in areas too, even though she had already been doing so, but she was really trying to do it at this point. And I was telling her about opportunities in the area that I was going to. Even though she had no experience in the job that I was telling her about, this particular manager was willing to give her a chance. And honestly, it was probably one of the best decisions she could make, because the girl picked up this stuff so quick. The stuff that she had to do, a lot of people fail that class the first time they take it. And she picked it up real good. She passed the class flying colors. I don't even think she missed but maybe 1 point or two. So yeah, yeah, she picked up the stuff over time very well, once we went to the area. But anyway, so yeah, moving back to where we are now. Iveta found out about this. She actually can sit in the system. So it sends emails to let you know when you have employees bidding on certain jobs. See, I had talked to her, so look, I'm not comfortable over here. I want to go back. I miss doing what I was doing, so I pretty much want to go back to what I was doing. So I actually went and talked to Iveta. And honestly, it was because she was giving me weird energy, and I just wanted to keep it 100 with her. Look, it's not working over here, and I really miss what I really miss what I used to do. I want to go back and do that. You know what I'm saying? I had a conversation with her because, like I said, at one point we were cool. We were bonding. She was trying to get me to hang out with her outside of work and this and the third. And I think that's one thing that kind of made her feel away about me, because she would invite me places with her and Ursula, and I wouldn't really go. And it's because, like I said, I'm not so big on getting close with new women, a lot of women. And especially if I feel like the interaction to be forced sometimes. And it wasn't more so it was forced with Iveta. It was Ursula I felt a little iffy about, because she gave fake energy. I didn't want to be around her like that. Then I also found out that Iveta was into women. Not saying that wasn't the reason why I wanted to go around her, but she was inviting me to this big grand hotel in our city just to hang out. And I think, and honestly, in hindsight, I believe she was staying there because her husband was going through whatever they was going through. So she was at this hotel a lot. And it was it's one of the real nice hotels. So she was spending money at this place. And maybe because the location that this hotel is at, it's so many other things around it. It's inside this big, attraction in our city, whatever this big attraction in our city. So she was going to be around all this different stuff. So it didn't look like I don't know why she was there. She could have chose anything, but she chose this. So yeah, and probably she just, I don't know. So anyway, yeah, I just didn't feel comfortable with that. So we kind of was falling off with that. And then she felt like we was acting funny because we all down there. Girl, again, why does this matter to you and you are a manager? Like, why is this such a big issue for you? You so busy focusing on who's your friend and who's not your friend that you're not doing your job as a manager, because she started messing up her admin. And like I mentioned before in another story, if you are a manager at this company and you start messing up on the admin, oh, they watching you. You about to get your butt fired. You start messing up people's money? Oh, that's the biggest, oh no, the biggest F up. Come on, girl. She started doing all that crap. I'm like, no, man. Anyway, so fast forward, we end up leaving from over there eventually. Like I said, it was so bad to the point where Iveta was not telling me when I had an interview with this new manager. Because like I said, if I was still in that position, I wouldn't have to have interviewed. But the fact that I stepped into something else, I had to go back and have like a little interview. Which is cool because I knew what I was doing. I knew all about the job. I mean, I had done it for years, so I knew everything. So, of course, I got the job or whatever. And then she didn't tell me the manager had emailed me. She didn't tell me that I had an interview and I had to go back and be drug tested, because you have to be drug tested for this particular position. And she didn't tell me none of this. And I had went out of town before I end up, you know, having my interview and things like that. But I reached out to this manager. I was like, look, if I got anything coming up for this job, hit me up at this number because I am currently out of town. She most definitely had hit me up after she saw the email. It was like, hey, you got to interview this, that, and that day. You got to do a drug test this, that, and that day. I had done all of that. And a week later, here come out there asking me, did you see your emails? Baby, ain't no emails. No. I was out of town. I said, and you knew about this stuff and you didn't tell me. This lady had been reaching out to Iveta weeks before I even went on my trip. She had been trying to contact me. She didn't tell me nothing. So the lady ended up, I think, reaching out to the senior too and said something to him. So that's how he knew I was leaving. But he didn't say nothing. Like yeah, y'all, they was really trying to keep me over there and not tell me about this job. But what they don't know about me, baby, because like I said, they didn't know me that long. I have never worked with this manager or the department manager. One thing about me, baby, I'm gonna go find out for myself. I know how to get around some things at this company. I've been here a long time too, so I know. Hey, if you need to find out something, go ask the manager yourself. You can reach out to these managers. So that's how they end up happening. I end up leaving from over there. I'm trying to play in my face like I'm stupid, bitch. You don't really know me like you think you know me. But I was like, you know what? She ain't even worth none of my energy. I'm finna be gone. I got the job. And my homegirl Lynn ended up getting the job too. The job that was being offered. And y'all, I better stormed up to that office that we was working out of. What you doing on the clock? Get out the clock. Why are you trying to take a job that you don't know nothing about? You gotta be here. So, like, she would be trying to discourage Lynn from, you know, applying for different positions. Because, like I said, at the time, Lynn had recently got a degree or whatever, and she was like, you gotta be out here for a certain amount of years to be a manager, because Lynn was trying to do different things. Got it right. I'm like, no, you don't, Lynn. Especially not now. They really be trying to hurry up and hire managers. It used to be a little strict, but not as strict as she's saying. Just because she chose to wait up 10 years to become a manager or become in leadership, that's on her. You've been out here all these years, and you're just now trying to improve your life at the company. Girl, boo. I'm like, no, ma'am. So she ended up getting a job anyway, she ended up eventually getting a job. We moved to the area. She's super mad. And, you know, of course, we still hearing about things going on over there. Eventually, Iveta is uprooted and moved to somewhere totally different, a whole different org. And she had tried to get over in this org at one point before, but they denied her and was going to give it to somebody else. But so much crazy was going on with Iveta that they ended up giving her that job and saying, hey, we're going to go and put you over here. And a lot of times, and a lot of times things play out in your favor at this company, because before they fire your ass completely, they're going to either have you step down out of your position or go ahead and try to move you somewhere else. Her situation, it was bad, but I guess it wasn't bad to the point where they tried to make her demote her. So they end up moving her because they really needed managers. So they end up moving her over there. Yes, and the crazy thing is the new manager that was going in my new area that I was moving to, she over time was like she was supposed to get that position over there. So they ended up giving side better. So I was like, man, I was telling Lynn, yeah, I was right. They gave her that job because they tried to keep from firing her. They gave her that job because she originally got denied for the job. So I was like, I told you they gave her that job and she took somebody's job. So I think my new manager was a little saucy about that. But in my honest opinion over time, my new manager reminded me so much of her. They was tit for tat, baby. Shit is crazy. So yes, y'all, just the drama actually continues without better. Y'all, the girl was really going around showing people her pocket. Like, bitch, what's wrong with you showing people her body? Is it that serious? I feel like it was more to her wanting people to know she got a BBL because who that damn happy? And real talk, y'all, whoever did her work did an amazing job. Like, you can't even really tell that it was done. I wouldn't have known unless she told me. Because like I said, she's a little petite, but it's kind of like a skinny BBL. And it looks natural. It looks so good. Even her boobs look good. But, y'all, and honestly, you know, she did what she needed to do, in my opinion, because she often will talk about going to the gym. And you can actually see, what's one thing about it, girls get this work done and they feel like, oh, that's the answer to all their prayers. No, baby, you just got to work that shit out and you still got to eat right. But she did her part on that. So anyway, yes, the lady ended up going over there. We ended up moving to another area. And she was still trying to be whatever she was trying to be. If she's like, she would see me when I would come over there because I had to go to her department to pick up packages for my department or whatever. And so she was like, girl, you know, we still cool. She's like, you need me for anything, you can still hit me up, this and that. I'm like, okay, girl, I'm here to get this shit and go, baby. We ain't got no dealings. You faking, you phoning, you trying to play both sides. I can't deal with that. I really thought you was cool, but you turned out to be exactly like your homegirl Ursula. They say birds of a feather flock together, right? But not all the time, because I've been cool with some people and I want shit like them. But eventually you see people for who they really are and you have to let them go. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to stop this right here. I'm most definitely going to pick back up with another story time about Iveta because some more stuff happened with her. And I may introduce my new manager because some things happened over there too. But anyway, y'all, my new manager at that time, because I don't work for these people no more. Haven't been for a long time. Anyway, I'm going to stop this right here, you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, make sure you go ahead and drop down below in the comment section. And let's chat, y'all. I'll try my best to respond to every single comment that is posted. Even if you're just leaving some hearts or whatever, I try to reply to those. Before you leave here as well, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscription button. I mean, if you're coming in and you're watching, but you have yet to subscribe, what you waiting on? You love me. Go ahead and hit it. Again, you guys, it is all greatly appreciated that you come here and tune in with me. I will never get enough of telling you all that. I love y'all for that. Again, y'all, thank you so much. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.